blacks and Hispanics following Father's Day, you're in madness, you're in wickedness, all right? The Bible does not command you to set one day aside for your father. Every day should be Father's Day.
That's right.
Every day you should be listening to your father if he's
right.
keeping the commandments in the faith of Christ. All right? And we're going to go into that even further. All right? Because you got to get out of that wicked mind state, that American mind state. Father's Day is an American mind state. It is not of God. It is not in the Bible.
That's right.
Read.
The book of Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
So here we have the Bible, which is God's words telling you to beware. Be on point. Be on alert. Read it again.
Beware, lest any man spoil you through.
It's saying beware lest any man spoil you. If you're spoiled, you're no good. The Bible is telling you to beware of that. You're being spoiled by the American doctrine that is indoctrinating your mind.
Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Through philosophy and vain deceit, meaning lies, okay? America is lying to you. They're telling you to set aside a Father's Day to celebrate your father. The Bible does not command that. You find the high holy days in Leviticus 23. And nowhere in Leviticus 23 do you see Father's Day, all right? You kids are fainted. You don't have any consciousness. You don't know who you are. That's why you blast music and you throw up gang signs. You're confused. Read it again.
Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men.
So Father's Day is a tradition of men. That's where you so-called blacks and Hispanics are at today. You're following a tradition of men. And the Bible told you to beware of that. But you didn't take heed. You've lost consciousness, okay?
After the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
So Father's Day is after the rudiments of the world and not after Christ. Read it again.
Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
So Father's Day is a tradition of men and not after Christ. So it might seem honorable, it might seem good, but it's not. It's wicked because it's not recorded in the Bible to do so. All right? You're not supposed to be following these wicked holidays. And a lot of you so-called blacks and Hispanics, you're not fathers to your children anyway. You only do it out of obligation, out of guilt, because you see everybody else doing it. So you feel you have to do it. But the Bible tells you not to do it.
The book of Romans chapter 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
The Bible is telling you, be not conformed to this world. Being conformed to this world is doing what America tells you to do. All right? Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas, Valentine's Day. That's things of this world. It is not recorded in the Bible for us blacks and Hispanics to do so. So read that again.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
It says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. How do you renew your mind? By forgetting Father's Day, forgetting Mother's Day. Don't do those things, because it's not recorded in the Bible to do so. Transform your mind. Transform your way of thinking. All right? Do not do those things that are not right according to God.
That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
You see that? It says transform your mind so that you may prove what is that good and acceptable according to God. All right? The way you prove it is you look in the Bible and you see, is it according to God to keep Father's Day? Is it according to God for a woman to have a miniskirt? Here you are, you walking with your son and you're showing all your goods, looking like a prostitute, a damn whore.
That's right. Read it again.
Read it again, bro.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
So read that again.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
Read it again.
And be not conformed to this world.
So be not conformed to this world. Israel, I'm talking to you blacks and Hispanics. The Bible is talking to you blacks and Hispanics. Be not conformed to this world. This world being the world of Esau, the so-called white man. This is his world. This is his kingdom. He's ruling. So he sets Father's Day. Father's Day is not according to God. All right? It's not found in the Bible. You're not supposed to be keeping those wicked holidays. You're following the customs of your slave masters. They do that to keep you in sin and bondage. It's a commercial tactic, okay, to get you to spend all your money on Father's Day, on Mother's Day, on Christmas. Here you are, you so-called blacks and Hispanics are broke. You go broke trying to keep this man's traditions. But you're not supposed to do that. Read it again.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
So that's why we're here, to transform your mind, to bring you back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of God.
That's
the faith
right.
of Christ, all right? Because wearing the cross is not good. Wearing the cross is not religious. That's wickedness, all right? Christ died on the cross. If your father got killed with a gun, would you wear a gun? That's stupid. Read it again.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
The perfect will of God. So we're going to see what is the will of God. How do we transform our minds? Give me that Psalm 40, verse 8. All right? The Bible is talking about the perfect will of God. We have to keep the perfect will of God. Is Father's Day the perfect will of God? No, it's not. We're going to see what the perfect will of God is. Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 40 and verse 8. I delight to do thy will, O my God.
I delight to do thy will, O my God. Let's see what's the will of the Father.
Yea, thy law is within my heart.
Thy law is within my heart. All right? The heart being the mind. So God's laws are supposed to be in your mind. Not Father's Day. Not what I'm going to get my father for Father's Day. I don't see him all year round, but I'm going to buy him something. Because that's the commercial tactic of America. All right? I got to go buy my father a tie. Or go to the movies with my father because it's Father's Day. Okay? That's all wickedness. All right? The Williams brothers made a spoof about that movie, about you so-called black fathers and Hispanic fathers, all right? They had a movie where the man came knocking on the door. The woman opens the door. She says, what you want? I'm here to pick up my son. And you see him, he picking up the son. He kisses him, he hugs him and all that. 10 seconds later, he puts him down. And what he said, I'll be back next week to pick up my son.
That's right.
It's funny, but it's true. You so-called blacks and Hispanics, you don't take care of your children. You don't raise your children, all right? You leave it to the mother. Why? Because a lot of times you have kids, you have children at a young age, all right? When you're not ready to have children, all right? And you leave it up to the mother to raise the son. You're out there hustling, being a player, all right? Into drugs, getting locked up, and the woman is left alone, all right? That's all wickedness, and you see it in the movies. They make fun of it, all right? But let's see how you're supposed to be with your children. Deuteronomy 6 and 7. We're gonna see how the black fathers and the Hispanic fathers, the Native American fathers are supposed to be with their children. Are you supposed to be going to the movies? Oh, happy Father's Day, Dad. I'm here to spend time with you one day out the year. No. Let's see how often the father's supposed to be with the son. Let's see what you so-called blacks and Hispanic fathers are supposed to be doing with your children. Is it supposed to be celebrating Father's Day? Let's see.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart.
So Moses is talking to the Israelites, who are you so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, all right? This is a commandment from God that we're supposed to be doing.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
What you're supposed to be teaching your children are these laws, statutes, and commandments which are found in the Bible. That's what you're supposed to be teaching your children. Not Father's Day, not Mother's Day, not how to be a player, not how to sag your pants, not how to get tattoos, not how to get women, all right? It's these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what you blacks and Hispanics are supposed to be doing. Every day, not just one day, every day. Read that again from the top.
And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
These words shall be in your heart, meaning your mind, all right? You black fathers, you Hispanic fathers, this Bible is supposed to be on your mind. You're supposed to be meditating on these scriptures daily, okay? So that when you have children, you can teach them correctly.
And shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
So when y'all walkest by the way, meaning now, like you see now, you see the fathers walking around with their children because they feel obligated because it's Father's Day. But the Bible says every day you're supposed to be with your children, teaching them these laws, statutes, and commandments. If you're not doing that, there's something wrong with you, all right? There's something very, very wrong, and it's obvious in our people because you see them, they're lost, they're destroyed. The Bible calls you destroyed, all right? The Bible calls you dumb asses because you don't know the Father, the true Father. You don't know Christ, which is a black man, according to the Bible. Read that again.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
So 24/7, 365, you're supposed to be teaching your son this Bible, all right? But a lot of you so-called blacks and Hispanics, you're not in your children's lives, except for that one day out the year, which is Father's Day, where the mother, she gives you permission because she runs the house. Give me that in Isaiah 3 and 12. The woman runs the house. You fathers don't even want to be in the house, all right? She gives you the son or the daughter for that one day out the year to celebrate Father's Day. That's all wickedness.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
The Bible says children are their oppressors. What is that talking about? These young boys, these young girls in gangs, all right? Children are your oppressors. You got old women, old men scared to walk the streets at night, scared to come out their house. They got 4 locks on their doors. Why? Because they scared of you young kids. The young kids that's in these gangs, terrorizing the neighborhoods, selling drugs, shooting each other, straight bullets everywhere. Read it again.
As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Women rule over them. Women rule over them. Why? Because the Father is not in the picture, all right? You cooning and jiving, dancing, all nonsense. You're not in the picture of your children. Give me Isaiah 51 and 20 is going to let you know about you so-called black men. Still in a childlike state, all right? You're still in your second childhood, all right? 30 years old, 40 years old, still living in your mother's house.
That's right.
Children up the block. You got children in other states, other boroughs, but you're still a child in your own mind, all right? Because you're still living at home with your mother, not paying rent, but you got $300 sneakers, all right? Gold chains, $300 jeans.
That's right.
You're in a childlike state, all right? Children are that way. Daddy, buy me this. Mommy, buy me that. I want the latest Jordans. You black men and Hispanic men are in a childlike state. Give me on. You're in a childlike state, all right? You're not men. You don't stand up as men and teach your children, thus save the Lord.
That's right. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child.
The Bible says, when I was a child, I spake as a child. Children ask for things. Children are worried about sneakers and gold chains and girls. You're not supposed to be thinking about girls as a young boy anyway. But that's the mindset of our kids today. The mindset of these men, these so-called men, who don't act as men. Read it again.
When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things.
You blacks and Hispanics, when you become men, when you reach the age of a man, you're supposed to put away those childish things. Supposed to put away PlayStation, Xbox, okay? Playing basketball, football, baseball. You're a grown-ass man. You're supposed to be working, but you worried about basketball and football. You associate yourselves with the football team. Yeah, the Giants, the New York Giants. That's my team. We lost last week, but we're going to win again. What's this we stuff? You're not on the team.
That's right.
All right? You're a grown-ass man. Act like it. Read it again.
When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child.
Children understand PlayStation. Children understand cartoons. All right? Children speak as children. But when you're a grown man, what are you supposed to do?
But when I became a man, I put away childish things.
You're supposed to put away childish things. All right? You're supposed to put away childish things, all right? The childish things being things that children are concerned with. PlayStation, Xbox, all right? Going to the movies, hanging out, all right? Put away those childish things and be a man. Pull your pants up, all right? Walk straight.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 10 and verse 33. And he said unto me, stand up manfully.
The Bible said what?
Stand up manfully.
Stand up manfully. Stand up manfully. You so-called blacks and Hispanics, straighten up. Pull your pants up. Stop being a child. Stop being ignorant. Stop balding your head, getting tattoos.
That's right.
All right? Stop looking for your children once a year for so-called Father's Day. Read that again.
And he said unto me, stand up manfully, and I will advise thee. And he said unto me, stand up manfully. And
the Bible, God is speaking to you blacks and Hispanics. He's saying stand up manfully, and he will do what?
And I will advise thee.
And the Most High will advise you. How does he advise us? Through the Bible, the scriptures, the Holy Bible. That's how the Most High speaks to you blacks and Hispanics. But you don't even know who you are. Deacon Asaph said it the best. We're the subject of the greatest book in the history of the world, but we walk around like we don't care.
That's right.
We don't even know who we are. All right? That's why we walk around ignorantly, smiling all stupid, walking with a funny walk like a duck.
That's right.
Why? Because you don't pull up your pants. All right? We're going to show you how you stand up manfully. All right? Because we're the prophets of the Most High. We're put here to teach you how to conduct yourselves as men and as women also, because you women are out of order. But today is the men's day, all right? We're going to teach you men how to stand up manfully. Thus saith the Lord according to the Bible.
The book of Job, chapter 38, verse 3. Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me.
So the Bible is telling us, gird up now thy loins like a man. That means pull your pants up. Pull yourselves up by the bootstraps. Stand up like a man. Be a man, not a child, a man. Read it again.
Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me.
Eyes up, Israel. Attention. Alert, rest. At ease. Read that again, bro.
Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me.
So the Most High is demanding us. He is commanding us to gird up our loins. Meaning, be men. Stand up like men. All right? You men out here, you're 30 years old, still sagging your pants. Still worried about Jordan sneakers. Worried about chasing women. All right? We're going to show you that sagging pants is a shame to you so-called blacks and Hispanics. And you do it with pride because you're foolish. You're a foolish and destroyed people. Rebellious people who don't want to do what the Most High commands us.
That's right.
But you're going to learn today.
The book of 2 Samuel, chapter 10 and verse 4. Wherefore Hanun took David's servants and shaved off one half of their beards and cut off their garments in the middle.
So this is Hanun. Hanun was a wicked man. He took two of King David, which he was the king of Israel. He took two of King David's servants and did what?
And shaved off that one half of their beards.
And he shaved off one half of their beard. He left one side of their beard and he shaved off one side. Why? Let's see why.
And cut off their garments in the middle, even to their buttocks, and sent them away.
He cut off their garments even to the buttocks, meaning their ass was out. All right? And sent them on their way. So let's see what this is. What is it? Is it a shame or is it cool to sag your pants and have your beard shaved off?
When they told it unto David, he sent to meet them, because the men were greatly ashamed.
The men were what?
Greatly ashamed.
The men were what? They were proud to sag their pants and shave their beard.
They were greatly ashamed.
The men of Israel were greatly ashamed to sag their pants and have their beard shaved off. But now, you guys do it like it's cool, it's fashion. All right? It's all wickedness, it's wrong. The Bible is telling you it's wrong. So you have to stand up manfully. Gird up thy loins like a man, meaning pull your pants up. All right? Have some dignity in yourself. All right? The beard is a badge of manly dignity. All right? It's an honor to have a beard. All right? It's a shame to have it cut off. It is a shame to have your butt out in public. It is a shame for another man to see your ass crack, to see your boxes. All right? It's not cool. It's not fashionable. All right? That's worldly. It's not of the Bible. It's not scriptural to do so.
When they told it unto David, he sent to meet them, because the men were greatly ashamed. And the king said, tarry at Jericho until your beards be grown, and then return.
So King David, he also knew it was a shame. He told the men, his servants, to go to Jericho, tarry there until your beards grow back. All right, until you can face the people with pride, with dignity, because it's a shame to have your beard shaved off.
That's right.
King David knew that. The Israelites knew that. The so-called blacks and Hispanics, we knew that at one time. But now we're destroyed as a people. Now we follow the fashions of the world, all right? We follow rappers like Lil Wayne, T.I., all right? It's all wickedness. Don't follow them. Follow the Bible. Follow King David. Follow Jeremiah. Follow King Solomon, all right? Josiah. Follow the prophets of the Bible, Isaiah, okay? Those are your examples. Not Lil Wayne, not Jay-Z, not T.I., not Chief Keef, okay? Those are dumb, demonic, ignorant boys. Those are not men. They're not teaching you anything.
Like sons that fainted, they lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in the net, they are full of the fury of the Lord.
As a wild bull in the net. When a wild bull is in the net, you can't control them. Just like these young boys who don't have God's laws, who don't have their fathers in their lives. You can't control them. They're out of control, all right? Like a wild bull caught in a net. They're full of what?
They are full of the fury of the Lord.
They are full of the fury of the Lord. Because deep down inside, they want to know who they are, okay? They want to know who their father is. They want to know who the true father is, according to the Bible, which is the Most High, all right? A black man. Christ, a black man, okay? They want to know that. But we've been taught lies, so they get discouraged and they go and join gangs, all right? That's where our children are today, joining gangs, looking for a father figure, looking for role models, looking for guidance. But you ain't got to go far. You can look in the Bible for guidance. That's what you need to do, all right? Look in the Bible for your guidance. Look to the men of the Most High that are keeping the commandments for guidance, all right? Don't look to these wicked rappers, these gang leaders, gang members, shooting things up, selling drugs. That's hate, according to the Bible. You're supposed to hate that. You're supposed to shun that.
Like sons that fainted, they lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fury of the Lord. The rebuke of thy God.
The rebuke of thy God, meaning the judgment of the Most High. All right? Because we're telling you, as the men of the Most High, for you young men and children not to follow these wicked customs of Father's Day, or not to follow these guys that are in gangs selling drugs. Don't listen to them. Don't follow them. Now we're going to get it out the Bible.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 10. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not.
The Bible is telling you, my son, if sinners entice thee, meaning they calling you, shorty, come here, shorty, come here. Take this package. Hold this down. Flip this package for me. Flip this bird. We're going to get money. We're going to get money out in these streets. If sinners entice you, because that's a sin to sell drugs in your community, because you're killing your fellow Israelites, you're committing murder, all right, when you sell drugs in your community. If sinners entice thee,
consent thou not.
Meaning don't fall for that. Don't go for that, all right? Have some sense, have some self-worth to know that that's wrong, all right? If you want money, get a job. Work for yours. Don't sell drugs. Don't look for the fast buck, because all you're doing is bringing down your nation. You're bringing down your people. You're going to stay further in bondage and captivity. The longer you stay in sin, the longer you stay in captivity. And once you realize that, things will be much better.
My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood, let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause, let us swallow them up alive as the grave.
So that's you wild bulls, you kids in the corners, looking for a fast buck, looking for a Vic, looking for a victim, looking for a jukes, okay? That's all sin. You're destroying your neighborhood. Read that again.
My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood.
If they tell you, let us lay wait for blood, meaning, let's go rob this dude. I see him coming through all the time. He got a nice pair of sneakers. He got a nice gold chain. He got a nice coat. If they enticing you, trying to get you to rob somebody else, the Bible tells you, consent thou not. Don't follow these wicked men.
Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in thy lot among us.
So here you have gang members in the Bible. They telling you, come with us. Let's get rich by robbing our own people. Let's get rich by selling drugs to our own people. Sell this piece of crack to your mother. She gonna buy it anyway. It might as well be from you. That's what they say. All right. The Bible telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't kill your fellow Israelites. All right. Consent thou not, meaning don't go with that.
We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in thy lot among us, and let us have one purse. My son, walk thou not in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path.
So the Bible is telling you, when you see these kids in the corners who's trying to entice you to get down with them, they say, get down and lay down. Right? That's what they say. When you see them, the Bible says to go the other way. All right? So that you don't run into them. So that they don't entice you with their wicked ways. Give me that. All right? Because you might say, oh, they cool. Those are my friends. I know them. They go to my school. But they up to no good. All right? Don't follow them. Don't go near them, the Bible is telling you. And the Bible is going to tell you now.
The righteous, Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 26, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor.
The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. Meaning, you're keeping these commandments, you're trying to do what the Bible tells you to do. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. More excellent than your neighbor who's selling drugs in the corner, who's into a gang, who's enticing you to join him, to be wicked like him.
But the way of the wicked seduces them.
The way of the wicked seduces them. Meaning you could be keeping these commandments, but if you hang around wicked men, wicked guys that are up to no good, selling drugs, killing their own people, shooting their own people, They're going to seduce you with their wicked ways if you're not careful. So go back to Proverbs 1. Alright, bring it up.
Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 19. As righteousness tendeth to life, so he that pursueth evil pursueth it to his own death.
Read that again.
As righteousness tendeth to life,
Righteousness tendeth to life.
so he that pursueth evil pursueth it to his own death.
So he that pursueth evil. So if you enticed by these wicked men, enticed by their wicked ways, you think, oh, they getting money. They living it up. They go to the clubs. They go to the movies. They have the newest sneakers all the time. That evil way, what?
Pursue it, so he that pursueth evil pursueth it to his own death.
When you pursue that evil, you're pursuing your own death. All right? It's like they say in the world, all that glitters isn't gold. All right? You see them with their fancy sneakers, their fancy cars, but they're on the way to death. And you see it all the time because you see these rest in peace murals for these so-called drug dealers, in their community. Oh, he was a good guy. He took care of us. Yeah, he gave you a pair of sneakers, but at the same time, he sold drugs in your community. All right? He sold drugs to your own mother, your own brother. All right? That's not good. And he got what was coming to him. He got death. All right? And all he got to remember him is a mural, a rest in peace mural. Problem.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 10. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil.
So when they consent you to go and rob people, you ain't supposed to follow them. All right? Your father figures are the prophets that's found in the Bible, not these wicked rappers who's talking about shooting things up, selling drugs. Okay? Your father figures are found in the Bible. All right? Father's Day is every day if you open up the Bible and you see your father figures who will lead you right by the right example. All right? King Solomon, King David, Jeremiah, Isaiah. Okay, Micah. We're going to read about Micah now, what he said about you so-called blacks and Hispanics going around robbing and stealing.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 8. Even of late, my people is risen up as an enemy.
Even of late, my people have risen up as an enemy. How? In these gangs on the corner selling drugs. You have risen up as an enemy to your own people. Because you don't go to other neighborhoods to sell drugs. Why? Because you're scared of the white man. You're scared of your real enemy. You rise up as an enemy to your own people. And you destroy your own neighborhood with these drugs. Alright? Wearing pink, that's effeminate, bro. Walking around like a duck is effeminate. Straighten up. Man up.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 8. Even of late, my people is risen up as an enemy.
Our people have risen up as an enemy to their own people. You're killing your own people, destroying your own people. All right? The Bible, the prophet Micah is telling us, our young men have risen up as an enemy. And what are they doing?
Ye pull off the robe with the garment from them that pass by securely as men averse from war.
Read it again.
Ye pull off the robe.
Ye pull off the robe. Meaning you see a guy walking by with his nice coat, his nice garment, and you want to rob him. You steal it from him. Your own brother you robbing from. But you won't do that to nobody else in another neighborhood, in a white neighborhood, in a Chinese neighborhood. You won't go there because you're scared. You only do it to your own people. You have risen up as an enemy.
Ye pull off the robe with the garment from them that pass by securely.
They're walking in their own neighborhoods. They're supposed to be safe among their own people. But you have risen up as an enemy, you so-called blacks and Hispanic young men. You have risen up as an enemy to your own people. And you're robbing still people that look just like you. That's a coward. That's a punk. That's not a real man. You want money, you want the nice garments, work for it. All right? Don't go around stealing and robbing your own people. That's wickedness.
Even of late, my people is risen up as an enemy. Ye pull off the robe with the garment from them that pass by securely.
You pull off with the robe with the garment, meaning you snatch it off him. You don't even tell him take it off, run that. You snatch it off him, all right? Disrespectfully, harmfully, all right? You probably dislocate his shoulder getting his coat off, getting that chain off. You snatch it off his neck. You trip him up, take his sneakers off, all right? You pull off the robe with the garment. You rise up as an enemy to your own people as of late. All right, the same things that was going on back then is still going on now. All right, because you blacks and Hispanics don't know who you are. You have fainted. You're wild bulls in these streets.
As men averse from war.
As men averse from war. Because when you see these war movies like Platoon, right? You see the soldiers walking around in the Cambodian camps and they taking what they want. That's the same thing with you blacks and Hispanics. You're like men averse to war, men that come from war, and you pillage everything. You take everything without asking. You're stealing. You're robbing your own people as an enemy, as men averse to war. All right. So we talked about you so-called blacks and Hispanics in these gangs stealing, robbing, and stealing, hurting your own people. All right. And what does that do when you join these gangs? They tell you to carry guns. And what you do when you're shooting up people that look just like you. Yo, go shoot that dude, man. He's selling drugs on our block. We got to take this block over, all right? And what happens? You hurt innocent people as enemies. You've risen up as enemies to your own people, all right?
Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 21. For death is come up into our windows.
For death has come up into our windows.
And is entered into our palaces.
And has entered it into our palaces. Death has entered into our homes. How? Because your young men are killing each other in these streets. All right? They shoot up. They shoot each other. They don't even care who they hit. Read that.
To cut off the children from without.
They cut off the children from without. Because you hear about it all the time. Young kids getting shot by a stray bullet. Bullet enters the window of their own home. They feel safe in their homes, but they can't. Why? Because stray bullets are flying everywhere in our neighborhoods. Because these young boys, these wild bulls, are shooting everything up. All right? They popping off in these streets, shooting everything. All right? Read that again.
For death is come up into our windows, and is entered into our palaces.
And has entered into our palaces. We don't have palaces now. We live in the projects. But death is still entering our homes. Okay? Death is still entering our homes. All right? And into our communities. Killing our children. Read.
To cut off the children from without, and the young men from the streets.
To cut off the children from without, and the young men from the streets. So when you're out here in these streets, in these gangs hanging out, all kinds of hours, your parents don't care about you. Well, your parent, because usually it's a single parent home. The father's nowhere to be found. The father's probably in the streets with you, living his second childhood, reliving his childhood.
Right.
Don't want to leave his teen years. Why? Because they haven't put away those childish things. They're still in these streets. And what's going on? Death.
Speak, thus saith the Lord, even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field.
Even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung. That's what you see. Our men have fallen as dung. Dung being doo-doo, feces, okay? You fall like a piece of crap on the street, all right? You're getting shot and nobody cares for you. All they do is cry for you for 1 week. They might put up a mural if you were the baddest dude on the block. But if you were just a regular kid, nobody's going to remember you. You'll fall like dung. Probably nobody's going to find you. They won't find you for another couple of days. You'll be rotten like dung, like doodle, fermenting, rotten.
Even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field, and as the handful after the harvestman, and none shall gather them.
On the open field, because what happens, right? You have a basketball game for Father's Day. Well, we're going to play this basketball game for Father's Day. What happens? The drug dealers come, they start gambling on the basketball game. I got money on this team right here. If they don't win, man, we shooting this thing up. And what happens? People get shot. Why? Because you're gathering in wickedness. Father's Day is wicked, all right? Fall in the field, the basketball field, the football field. You're falling. Because it's all wickedness. It's all death.
Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 22. Speak, thus saith the Lord, even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field, and as the handful after the harvestman, and none shall gather them.
None shall gather them, meaning everybody scatters and they leave that body falling, shot up, lifeless, dying. The ambulance don't come, the police don't come. Why? Because it's just another nigga on the street dead. One less nigga. That's what they say. Everybody scatters and you're in the open field like dung, like a piece of doodle falling. All right? Dying. Nobody cares. But we care. The Israelites care.
That's right.
That's why we are here. Teaching you, thus saith the Lord. Giving you warning of him before death and destruction comes to you. Stand up manfully. Keep these commandments. Keep the Sabbath. Grow your beard. Pull your pants up. That's why we are here.
Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 22. For my people is...
That's wickedness, bro. You in sin, man. You're going to die. You're looking for your death, man. It's just a matter of time.
Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 22. For my people is foolish.
My people is foolish. You kissing beads around your neck talking about Santeria, like that's going to protect you? You're foolish. The Bible calls you foolish. Another word for foolish, stupid, idiot. All right? The Most High is calling us foolish for for wearing beads, for joining gangs. Read.
For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sodist children.
They have not known the Most High. That guy walking by kissing beads, he don't know the Most High, because if he did, he wouldn't be doing that.
Right.
Santeria is witchcraft. All right? Brujeria is witchcraft. It's of the devil.
That's right.
Espiritista is witchcraft. It is of the devil. It is not good.
For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sodist children, and they have none understanding.
You have no understanding if you're rocking beads, talking about that's going to protect you. If you're wearing a cross, talking about that's going to protect you. You're Sodist children, meaning foolish, dumb, all right? Most High is comparing us to Sodist children, dumb children, for following the customs of America.
They are wise to do evil.
Our children are wise to do evil. They are wise to do evil, meaning they know how to steal, how to rob, they know how to cut coke, how to cook crack. They're wise to do evil. In that they have much understanding. But to keep the commandments, to know who they are according to the Bible, they don't know that.
They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
To do good, they have no knowledge. Let's see what is good. Let's see what it means to do good, all right? That you so-called blacks and Hispanics have no knowledge of. We're going to see, according to the Bible, what is good. Is keeping Father's Day good? No. Is keeping Mother's Day good? No. Is buying and selling on the Sabbath good? No. Is women wearing pants good? No. Let's see what is good and acceptable according to God.
Romans chapter 7 and verse 12. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good.
Read that again.
Wherefore the law is holy.
So the law is holy. The law is found in the Bible is holy.
And the commandment holy.
And the commandment is holy. Okay?
And just and good.
And just and good, meaning right. Right and good. Okay? To keep the law is good. Alright? To keep the commandments is good. To know who you are according to the Bible is good. All right? For a woman to wear a skirt down to her ankles is good. For her to wear pants like a man is evil. All right? You putting on a man's spirit when a woman wears pants. All right? That's why they have that saying, I wear the pants in the family. All right? It's the man that's supposed to wear the pants in the family.
That's right.
Not the woman. All right? So for us to keep the commandments as Israelites, to come back to these laws, statutes, and the commandments, that's what's good. All right? Father's Day is not good. Throwing up gang signs as you walk by is not good. That's foolishness. Children do that because they think it's cool. They think it's fashionable. They see Lil Wayne do it. They see Rick Ross do it. But those men are leading you to destruction. Those men are leading you to death. All right? But the laws is coming out today. We're going to teach you, thus saith the Lord. So we're going back to the topic of Father's Day. What you fathers are supposed to be doing. Sister, if you have a question, address us. I can answer your question. How you doing? We don't have a denomination. We're all about national. You can stand over here. Right here in front of me. Don't be afraid. We don't bite.
I don't bite neither.
Okay, good. All right, we don't have a denomination. Denomination is a religion. All right, we have nationality. We out here teaching the so-called black. Who we are, according to the Bible, are the 12 tribes of Israel. You see that sign right there? That's who the blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans are, according to the Bible. So it has nothing to do with religion. All right? If religion was so good, it wouldn't be so many. There wouldn't be so many different religions.
That's right.
Okay?
That's what people choose.
If religion was good, it wouldn't be so many different religions.
Right.
We wouldn't be Seventh-day Adventists, Jehovah's Witness, Pentecostal, Baptist, okay? Catholic.
And what about it?
It's wickedness. It's not teaching you nothing. Religion doesn't teach you who you are according to the Bible. Who are you according to the Bible? Can you answer that question? Do they answer that in the churches? No. All right? You want to stay in ignorance. Give me that Hosea 4 and 6. She just threw the flyer out because she don't want to know who she is according to the Bible.
That's right.
She's about to get hit by a car. Judgment is about to come upon you.
That's
if you're not
right.
careful. All right? You stood before the prophets of the Lord and you didn't want to hear who you are according to the Bible, so
Right.
you keep on walking. But you've been marked already and you don't even know it.
That's right.
Because ignorant is not bliss. Ignorance is death, according to the Bible. To be dumb is death.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Our people, the so-called blacks and Hispanics, are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Okay? They don't want to know who they are. They don't want to hear it. What denomination? Ain't no denomination, all right? The Bible doesn't talk about religion. The Bible talks about nationality.
That's right.
That's what you find in the Bible. You find laws. You find history, all right? You find your history. The Bible is the greatest book on the face of the earth, and you so-called blacks and Hispanics, you shun it. You don't want to hear it. You keep on walking, all right? That's all wickedness. The Bible is calling us dumb for that.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
So we're destroyed as a people for lack of knowledge, okay? The knowledge that's found in the Bible, all right? Because what she wanted to know, if we have a church, if we have a religion, but there's many religions, and we've been to all of them. We've come out of all of them. Why? Because we didn't know who we were according to the Bible.
That's right.
We went in sinners and we came out sinners.
That's
all right?
right.
It wasn't until we found out who we are according to the Bible and that we had to repent in the faith of Christ,
Right.
okay, that we woke up to our true nationality. All right?
That's right. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
So that woman threw away the flyer that had the true image of Christ, the true nationality of the so-called blacks and Hispanics. She rejected that knowledge. She threw it in the garbage like it was nothing. Why? Because she's happy being stupid. She's happy being ignorant. She's happy being destroyed.
Right.
So because you reject the knowledge of the Most High is going to reject you.
That's right.
All right? The Most High is going to keep you in curses. All right? Pull your pants up, young man. You look like a duck.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
So that's why we have children out here in gangs, all right? Because the older folks who're supposed to know better, they're destroyed for lack of knowledge as well. So it's a vicious cycle that we're going through, all right? No fathers in the home. The mothers don't know the laws. They're in sin. Everybody's in sin. So the Most High has rejected us.
Job is bigger than what you imagine, because the disciples of Christ understood this truth is more than just about reading the scriptures. This truth is about action. This truth is about doing. And this is what the disciples showed us. Your job, brothers, black man, is to look out after your brothers and sisters that have need. If they have need, you as a leader is to fulfill the need. If they have no food, what is reading a scripture to them going to do? If they have no clothes to wear, what is reading a scripture going to do for them? Nothing. Let's get that in James now. James told you about you faith-only brothers.
What the elder read in Acts was there was a system in place. Okay, people are going to come to us after we've read them the scriptures. Let's put something in place so when they come to us, we can help them.
This truth is about building the nation of Israel. They're going to come in sick. They're going to come in naked. They're going to come in hungry.